All right. Let me just tell you where it is that the human starts making mistakes. This horse, see, I worked with her about 5 days at Liberty, and yeah, and then I got on her bareback, and she accepted me bareback and all, and then I saddled her up. Now I've been in the saddle, you know, I mounted her from both sides, and see, this is where the human really screws up. They start riding this horse. Just because she'll let me up there and start riding her, I'm gonna, if she doesn't want to go where I want to go, it's gonna be arguing. See, so I saddle them, and I'll work her another 5, 6 days, whatever it takes, 7, 8 days, I don't care, until she really realizes the fact that where I'm going is pretty dang important. See, you see she's huffing and puffing, but I didn't make her run. She's very opinionated. She's quite a thinker. She really, you know, catching this horse is not a big deal because she likes the human, but she's been getting away with pushing on the human, and she's an opinionated mare. That's one thing I like about mares, is they have some pretty damn good opinions, but not necessarily when it comes to riding. So it would certainly, yeah, I could have got on her and started riding her, but it's not gonna be any fun. It's gonna be arguments, it's gonna be pulling on the reins. So I toy with this, and I just say, I'm going over here and I'm going over there, and every time she says, shakes her head, you know, like a mare will, says, don't tell me, especially these opinionated mares, don't tell me what to do. I'm not telling you, I'm just suggesting that where I go is going to be way better for you. And let her find out on her own. See, right now, oxygen has become more important than opinions. It's not that I made her run. See, that's another mistake humans do. They make the horse run. I'm not making her run. I'm just suggesting that I'm going over this way. If she chooses the opposite way, I throw some energy out behind her and just help her along the way she wants to go. And I don't know, I didn't pay attention to how much time it was. And the more opinionated they are, the longer they're going to run. Until, you know, there's this thing, self-preservation. She's so sure that her idea is better than mine. Okay, go try it out. I'm telling you, for one thing, it isn't. So I'll just stand here with her and let her, you know, get her wind back. You know, for one thing, she'll come to me only to a certain point, and that's why this morning I said, no, you have to come all the way to me. All the way. 5 or 6 feet, not good enough. And you have to come to my center, which means everything in front of my shoulders. Not behind me. I don't want her following behind me, because my source of energy is here. So when my belly button goes this way, she's going to go that way. When my belly button goes that way, she's going to go that way. So, and she's wicked curious. She's certainly, I don't want to knock the curiosity out of her, but she'll come back. I got my bottle of water sitting here on top of the barrel, and of course the camera, that's way too expensive to be messing with, sorry. So so even here, you know, she's kind of lost her sense of being with me. She is right here, but I'm going to tell her, you're not with me. So if you're not with me, you're not in a good place. Like I said, I don't want to knock the curiosity out of her, but we can get curious together. So that's all I want to, you know, try to tell people is, and I don't care, if you were riding this horse, I guarantee you that if I work this horse like this for another 5 days or whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Until she goes where I go. All the time. Pretty consistently. You know, I'll allow her some faults. So this way here, when I do ride her, you know, she's just going to be in tune more with where I turn. So I'm not going to be all over her face with the rein saying, no, 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 because she wants to go that way and I want to go that way. See, because of what she knows, if I turn my belly button like this, if I'm in the saddle and I turn my belly button, she knows I'm going that way. I mean, she's right here and she's not being so curious anymore. And like I said, I don't want to knock that out of her, but if her curiosity is more important than me, well, these are rules we establish first, is that I'm going to be the most important thing in your life. So she's standing right here. You know, she's close to the barrels, but so anytime she gets too curious about what it is that's going on here, I'm going to say, no, you need to be paying attention to me more right at this moment. I'm cutting my head off here a little bit, and I'm going to just let her rest here, you know, so I can be on either side and not have her be worried about it. See, her nose is over by the center of my belly button, and that's where I want her. So I'm going to let her air up, and I'm going to take the saddle off her, and that's it for the lesson for today. So when I do ride this mare, she's going to go primarily where I want to go. It's way better to spend another 5 or 6 days with this, get it sorted out, so that where you go becomes more important than where she thinks she wants to go. And that's why I always say catching is the most important thing. It's not physically catching, it's mentally catching. So that we're not arguing over her opinion. She's going to find out my opinion right here. Be with me. See? Let her air up, get her oxygen back, and we're all done. Let me just say a couple things that I really wanted to mention here. And this is where the human really falls short. Your focus sucks. You don't know where you're going. When there's a horse involved, you don't know where you're going or even how to get there. And it's even worse if the horse is online. I tell people to try to go someplace with their horse. When they're online, the horse starts going somewhere else. Where's the human's focus go? With the horse. You got to know where you're going. That's why it's way better to do this. Just learn how to go somewhere. You know, even when the horse is loose, the human tries to reconnect to the horse all the time. They're like, no, it doesn't matter if our feet are going in the same direction all the time. I don't care if the horse is 30 feet away from me, 50 feet away from me. If we're going in the same direction, I don't do anything. I just relax, because that's what I want. The horse knows you're going in the same direction, even though you have that much separation. People really need to learn how to focus as to actually how to get somewhere, like to a fence post or a chunk of dirt on the ground, because the horse starts going somewhere else. They don't know how to get there. Their focus always goes back to the horse. Have somebody videotape yourself if you don't believe me. I don't care how many humans I've worked with. I'm there. Oh, there you go. You lost your focus. I tell them to look at me, follow me, go with me. No, next thing you know, there they go, looking at the horse. No, you lost your focus. You got to keep your eyes on where you want to go and your center of energy. Get that right. You'll get way better with horses. You know, people want control. And once they get control, that's all they want. Learn how to control yourself. Geez, most of you people haven't a clue as to where you're going. Especially if the horse starts saying, well, I'm going this way and you wanted to go that way. Then you're in all kinds of trouble.